y'all doing out there? This is Easy Work Boxing. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more videos, hit the notification bell. Y'all see the title? Mayweather Promotions will duck Tevin Farm. Now, in my last video after I spoke on Tank defeating Nunes, I told y'all that it's a 50-50 fight between Tank versus Tevin Farm. And the reason I say that is because Tevin Farm is a very defensive fighter. And you have to remember that Mayweather is Tank's promoter. And Floyd knows that defense is the most important part of fight. And if you don't hit nothing, you get tired, and eventually you'll probably lose on the cards or get stopped, depending on what type of fighter that is. And I want to say this personally. When I watched Tevin Farmer fight last night, I looked at Tevin Farmer as if he was a new Floyd Mayweather. Now, a lot of people ain't going to agree with that. A lot of people going to, say Tevin this and Tevin that. Tevin got 4 losses. I'm not talking about his 4 losses. I'm talking about the style, how Tevin moves, the importance of his defense, that he realized it, and how swift and good he is in the ring. And when I saw Tevin last night, I said, Tevin reminds me a lot of Floyd Mayweather. And that's why I know for a fact that Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions will not fight Tevin Farm. Not right now. And one thing that made me notice that, I was wondering why a lot of my subscribers kept getting on and they kept saying, it's going to be Gamboa next. It's going to be Gamboa next. And I kept asking them, I was like, why y'all keep saying it's going to be Gamboa next? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find out why, because I didn't see that interview. But I seen the post-fight interview, and I heard Floyd Mayweather say himself that we supposed to have Gamboa next. So that automatically right then let me know that there will not be a Tevin Farmer fight. And I have to break it down to people to let people understand why it won't be a Tevin Farmer fight, like I just said. Because Floyd is known as one of the most defensive fighters ever, am I correct? Pernell Whitaker, Willie Pelt, James Toney. Floyd knows that Tevin Farmer's defense fucks up everything in a fight with Tank. He knows that if Tank, even though Tank is fast, strong, and can punch hard, Floyd Mayweather knows from his style of fighting and how he beat the game is that defense conquers all that. You cannot hit hard what you can't hit what you don't touch. You can be fast as hell, but are you landing? And Floyd knows that. So there ain't no way in hell Floyd Mayweather is finna go let his top of the line, his cream of the crop fighter he feels, go up against the most defensive fighter right now, which Tevin Farmer is not getting that credit. Tevin Farmer is the most defensive fighter out right now. Hey, what up, nephew? What you up to? He is the most defensive fighter out right now. He gets no acclaim for it. He gets no name for it, no notoriety, but Tevin Farmer is barely touching the fight. Go watch the fight if you have the zone, or you can watch it in the previews. Tevin Farmer was rarely touched in his fight. Didn't have to use glasses, anything after the fight, come out there looking the same way he went in. Then he's fighting back to back, 5 times within 1 year. Gonna be sharp as hell. But like I said in my last video, if him and Tank should fight, he should get a break. I think he should get a rest, because he said he hurt his hand in this fight. He should get at least a 4-month rest before fighting a unified title fight. I know, I see that now, Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for watching. I see that now. I saw the interview with Floyd talking. They were saying, if Tevin Farmer this, Tevin Farmer that, but we're supposed to have Gamboa next. No. Tank said he wanted Tevin Farmer next. We don't want to see Gamboa next. You know the reason they want Gamboa? Because Gamboa is not as defensive as Tevin Farmer. Does Gamboa have Tevin Farmer's defense? Do you see my valid point now that I'm making? So, because a lot of people going to get up here and they're going to say, oh, you just telling Tevin Farmer fan you don't like Tank or nothing like that. No. The proof is in the pudding. You will go and fight Gamboa. Gamboa don't have more losses than Tevin Farmer, and he doesn't have a belt. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You'll go fight Gamboa. He doesn't have a belt, and he's less defensive, and has lost less times than Tevin Farmer. But you'll go fight Gamboa. Tevin Farmer has a title, more defensive, lost 4 times, but you won't go fight him. It's because of the defense. Floyd knows that defense matters, and everything that Tank will be doing in that ring probably won't matter. Probably. You see what I'm saying? Probably won't matter. That's just my opinion on that. Floyd and them would not let him go out there and do that. They're not going to do that. Gamboa will be next. You right, Manny Rodriguez, you were very right. There will be no Tank versus Farmer next. From Farmer being a consistent fighter, not taking no breaks, he gonna be very sharp. He gonna be more sharp than Tank. Tank is far from a pay-per-view star. That's why he keeps screaming pay-per-view. Gamboa is not gonna be a pay-per-view product for Mayweather Promotions. Who's gonna pay to see Tank fight Gamboa? Who gonna see that? Gamboa don't have a title. People will say pay to see Tank versus Tevin Farmer. People will pay to see Tank versus Tevin Farmer. Because this has been an ongoing grudge match. They both been talking smack to each other for years. People will pay to see that. But they know that defense, the most important part of boxing, defense, is what may beat Tank. Floyd ain't stupid. We talking about his promoter is the most defensive fighter damn near of all time, or could be listed with the greats of being the most defensive fighters of all time. And y'all wondering why he hasn't fought Tevin Farmer yet. If Tevin Farmer loses, they gonna jump on Tevin Farmer, whether he got a belt or not. Just to say they would have beat him then. See, Tevin Farmer's confidence is up here. Right now, his confidence is at an all-time limit for him. They wouldn't dare get it up with him right now. Not when Tevin Farmer got that body attack like that in that defense and that jab. Floyd, no. Floyd, no. No. We're not going that way. I'm telling y'all. What's up? Appreciate you watching. No, they ain't finna go that way. When he said, no, we have Gamboa up next. Already? You already got him up next? Y'all, this fight just got finished. You see, they already stepping away from the drum. They ain't finna fight no Tevin Farmer. That was just some shit to talk about. And see, they'll do the new ducking nowadays. This is the new ducking. They'll probably send Tevin Farmer a contract, knowing it ain't what he worth, so he could turn it down, and then they'll come back and say, well, we sent Tevin Farmer a contract. That's the new Eddie Hearn shit. That's the new ducking in boxing, sending low ball contracts. We're gonna send you a low ball contract, so we could say you turned it down and say you didn't want to fight. And see, Tevin Farmer is getting money right now. Tevin Farmer getting that bread. This man that fought 5 times within a year. He got cake. He don't have to fight Tank. For those that think that, he don't need Tank. Tank need him. Manny versus Floyd ain't gonna happen. Manny been too active, Floyd ain't. Floyd would be stupid to come back in the ring and fight Manny Pacquiao right now. I don't know what's up with that, Coco. I don't know why. But I appreciate you still tuning in. I don't know why that's happening. Mayweather Promotions know what it is. They don't want to see that. They're going to keep Tank right at 130 and keep him there for probably to the end of next year. Tank going to probably be at 130 to the end of next year. Yeah, they called out Farmer to bring more hype to Tank 9. You know, piggyback riding, that's all it is. Piggyback riding. But they're not going to fight for him. He too defensive. He a black fighter for one. He too defensive. He go to the body too much. He got a good jab. He got speed. It's too much of a 50-50 fight for them to want them to fight Tevin Farmer. And he right there. Tank is the number 2. Floyd said that Tank is still the unified champion, which is saying that Tevin Farmer's belt is still Tank's. Go take it. Go take it. Hey Jason, that may be a factor of them helping them not pay you for views. If the notifications are not going out, then you are not getting views. So you never know how the game works. You know, I think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? They may be doing that as a way not for you to get views to get paid. Because I don't understand why is it that the notification bell is not, you know what I'm saying, doing this job as it's supposed to. But that's basically why I just had to get on here and tell people that if you are expecting a Tevin Farmer versus Tank fight, you need to stop expecting it. Because they have clearly just told you Gamboa will be next. And in my opinion, why will Gamboa be next? Because Gamboa doesn't have the defense of a Tevin Farmer. Why were they fighting Gamboa when he has no title? Because he has no defense. And this is another name which Gamboa still has his name, but it's an old name. It's like a 2-3-year-old game. I mean, a 3-year-old name. You know what I'm saying? When he was on top, his name was ringing bells from then. So yeah, they gonna go out there and try to fight Gamboa to put a name on the Tank's belt. But this is not the same Gamboa when Terrence Crawford fought him. You see what I'm saying? They gonna go out there and put him out there with Tank just for the name. Not for the 50-50 chance of Tank losing or Tank getting beat, like going against a Tevin Farmer, because they know that Gamboa doesn't have the defense or the fighting style of a Tevin Farmer. So don't be expecting that, or they may even skip Gamboa. They might not even fight Gamboa. And another thing I heard them say about what's the fighter? Gary Russell Jr. They said, Floyd said, Gary Russell Jr. is a 126-pounder. If he moves up to 130 pounds and make noise, and do something at 130 pounds, then we could see about a fight. I knew then that was a dub. He don't have to come in and make noise. This is the lightweight champion. Why would he have to come up and make noise to fight somebody who's a title holder up in that division? Terrence Crawford didn't have to do that. Terrence Crawford came from the undisputed 140-pound champion and went immediately and fought the 147-pound WBO champion. So why is it that Gary Russell Jr. now needs to come up to 130 and fight at 130? I gotta call you back, Mom. And fight at 130 in order to make a fight. Bull. Shit. BS. When all y'all gotta do is make that fight. Y'all have the advantage. What's the problem? Another black fighter. Another black fighter. You have the weight advantage against Gary Russell Jr. Jr. Like you said, he coming up from 126 to 130. Why not let that fight happen? Give him that name. That's better than Gamboa. And you have the weight advantage. If people don't see for what it is, I can't tell you no other better way. No black fighters on his resume. No black fighters on his resume. Y'all finna go fight Gamboa. Don't got a title. Less defensive than Tevin Farmer. Don't have the confidence of a Tevin Farmer. Tank is not what everybody think. True enough, they're guiding his career in the best way. I know you Baltimore people love him. I'm not hating on Tank. I'm just talking about boxing. And that's all I do is talk about boxing. And in boxing, Tank may have to leave Mayweather Promotions. And Floyd himself was sitting up there talking in front of the public, and he said that when I left Bob Arum, I had to pay $750,000 to leave Bob Arum. When I left Bob Arum, I ended up making $750 million. Takir, how you doing? How you doing today? Maybe Tank needs to leave Mayweather Promotions. Because the difference between Tank and Floyd Mayweather is Floyd made a name for himself at featherweight. Floyd made a name for himself at featherweight. He fought good names at featherweight. All right? So, Tank is not doing that. That's the difference between Tank and Floyd. Floyd came in going at good fighters. Tank ain't fought a fighter of his level yet. But I guess they don't see it as them destroying Tank's legacy or it's destroying Tank's name or his future in boxing. I guess they think that boxing fans are crazy enough to keep watching him fight fighters that we don't want to see. You know, I guess they know that we love the sport that much that we are willing to keep watching bullshit fights. Maybe that's what they think. But they know it come a time in a place after so long, people are not going to keep adjusting to what y'all want to give us. Because we want to see this fight. But I know and I am telling y'all, this fight will not happen. It will not happen now. When Tevin Farmer loses, they're going to jump on Tevin Farmer. Even if, like I just said, even if he don't have a title, they're going to be at Tevin Farmer just to say, we would have beat him then. Just like Floyd Mayweather jumped on Zab Judah after his first loss. Because a fighter's confidence goes down after they lose. And that's in any form of sports, any form of activity like that. Even in street fight, your confidence will go down, somebody beat you. Wouldn't it? So they know that going after a fighter after his loss is the best time to go after the fighter. He's not that same fighter he was. Like Maurice Hooker right now. You know how many people gonna go at Maurice Hooker? You know how many people gonna want to fight Maurice Hooker right now? Who wouldn't have fought him if he would have beat Ramirez? Why? Because his confidence is down. He's lost. Oh, now I want to fight Maurice Hooker to show the world I'm the best. It go like that. Floyd, now I want to fight Zab Judah to show the world I'm the best after a loss. Which Zab Judah, for those that don't know, was an undisputed 147-pound champion. Something Floyd Mayweather never did. So you have to give Zab Judah a lot of credit, even though people like to criticize Zab Judah, dog Zab Judah, you know, this and that. He a nurse now, this and that. The man did what he had to do to feed his family. And I salute him on that. But he was undisputed. Floyd dodged a lot of fighters. Spadafora, Margarito, Paul Williams. Floyd dodged a list of fighters. Vernon Forrest. From what I understand, his Uncle Roger didn't even want him to spar with Vernon Forrest. Shane Mosley tried Vernon Forrest. I watched that. He went out there and beat Vernon Forrest went and beat him twice. And Shane Mosley used to be my favorite fighter when I was young, because Shane Mosley used to run through people. Me not knowing that he was juicing. But Shane Mosley was the shiznit back in the early 90s. Late coming out of 90s, 98, 97, 96, running that area as a lightweight. He was one of the best things out there smoking. Floyd did not run up on Shane Mosley then. Floyd waited till Shane was in his 40s. And then Floyd snorted steroids in the back. Yes, if you think I'm lying, there's footage of it with the Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd. It's 3 parts to it. I think in the second or third part, you can clearly see Leonard Ellerby with a little substance, and Floyd snorts it in his nose before the fight. That was steroids. If you think I'm lying, go back and watch Floyd Mayweather versus Shane Mosley. Go back and watch Floyd Mayweather versus Shane Mosley. When he get in the ring and they announce something, the first thing Floyd do is go and get a towel and rub his face in the towel that's on the rope. I am not lying. I've seen this about 3 times. They back there. Leonard Ellerby got on some glasses with a towel off his shoulder. Floyd standing over there. Floyd got his hand on somebody's back. Leonard Ellerby let him hit it. Like a big, it was clear. Like clear paper or something. You know what I'm saying? It was white, or you could see the white in it. Put it to Floyd, no, Floyd hit it. Hit it again when they were leaving out the dressing room. Oh, Dylan White, you just ate some contaminated meat. Well, you and Canelo need to get y'all shit together and stop going out to eat. Y'all need to start eating at home. Stop buying y'all meat from Mexico, Dylan White. There's somebody on here saying that they're Dylan White. Zab shouldn't come back. Zab should stay out of boxing. Zab should go training or something like that. It's over for Zab. And there's no disrespect towards one of the greats, but Zab should not step back in the ring. I made a video on that and I said that Zab, certain materialistic things, man, you probably just gotta let go. It ain't worth your life. And the people who are around you, they love you, they gonna love you. Don't risk your life out there doing that. I don't think Floyd's smart enough not to come back. Because he ain't had a real fight in so long. And everybody who he could possibly fight could have a chance of beating him just because of his long layoff. So Floyd, I think, would rather fight exhibition boxing matches with MMA fighters instead of going out there fighting legitimate boxers. Because he knows that his layoff, even though this is Floyd Mayweather, will be a major factor in him coming out right now at the age he is, fighting a young, hungry champion, or even like Adrian Broner or Keith Thurman. He knows that it's a 50% chance from his layoff he could get hurt. So I don't feel he should come back, or he would come back to boxing. I think all that is just to keep Mayweather's name in the spotlight. And then see, it's the fans that keep doing that, because nobody is really looking for a Mayweather Pacquiao 2. I'm not. I could care less. And I love boxing. I watch it every day, all night. But I would not want to see a Mayweather Pacquiao 2. It would do nothing for me. The first fight was just horrible to us. What's up, King Louis? The first fight didn't do much for us. But do you know I have to stay on topic, of course. And as y'all see, like I said, the fighter that I'm talking about is Tank Davis, and Tank Davis will not fight Tevin Farmer. Floyd wouldn't dare fight Canelo. Did you see how Canelo looked against Daniel Jacobs? Right now, Floyd would never come back and fight a Canelo. Hell no. Mm-mm. Floyd know Canelo seasoned now. And Floyd know next time Canelo gonna be the bigger fighter. He ain't gonna go out there and play with Floyd like that. See, Canelo wanted to prove to the world that I can outbox Floyd Mayweather. And that's how he lost. You were 15 pounds bigger than Floyd Mayweather. You supposed to went out there and attacked him all night. You supposed to Marcos Maidana his ass all night. That's what Canelo should have did. Oh, you don't think Canelo could beat Floyd right now? For real? He was young and green. But somebody, where's the little dude be sprinkling that salt? Somebody Floyd sprinkled that season on him. Yeah, he sprinkled that season on Canelo. He ain't finna go that way. Hell no. You see it. I seen it in Daniel Jacobs fight. I see he looked like an orange hair Floyd Mayweather. He learned being deceptive in fights. Who, Floyd or Canelo? I can't say because Floyd ain't been in a real boxing match, but I will say that Floyd, just from who Floyd is, he's faster. Floyd faster. I don't think Canelo is faster than Floyd, even though Floyd hasn't fought, but no, I can't say that. But being fast don't win fights. Daniel Jacobs was a faster combination puncher than Canelo. Actually, Daniel Jacobs would throw more combinations than Canelo and lost. Being fast, who punches the hardest, we learned this from the fighter you're talking about, don't mean nothing. You have to hit and land. Your trainer ain't started no power. It was The Wire. They showed The Wire, the boxing trainer. It was based off Tank's trainer. I think his name was Cuddy. Yeah. And trust me, I watched Wire a lot. That's how I first learned about it. Tank's trainer has a person that plays him in the show The Wire that used to come on years ago. His name is Cuddy. That's Tank's trainer, supposed to be. So you are not Tank Davis, my brother. Stop. Please stop doing what you're doing. Please stop. And I would love to see Tank versus Tevin Farmer. That's the fight I would love to see. They've been going at it for so long. Tank, act like he got to get held when they get into it, and then Tevin Farmer still come back over there around him after he acted like he was the Hulk. And everybody got to grab him. Come on, Tank. Come on, this. And we have to remember one thing. Tank probably didn't have a record until he got famous. So, I don't know where all this bad boy image of Tank is coming from, and Tank being this street guy. True enough, he's from Baltimore. But at the same time, Tank didn't have a record until he got money. Okay, like most of the people and entertainers that you know of. They didn't get a record or catch a case until they got money. Not saying that makes you any more of anything, but that's just the truth. Trust me, if they would have, like Adrian Broner talks about his legal battles when he was a teenager, they would have came out and said Tank was getting in trouble like that. Tank wasn't getting in trouble like that, okay? And I just take nothing away from Tank and his ability of boxing, but to portray Tank as just this street dude that came from Baltimore and just uprised out the hood is a blatant lie. It's not like that. Tank didn't get charges until Tank got money. All right, Tank didn't start swinging on people and beating up his brothers until he got money. Braun is the reason Floyd met Tank, but I'm quite sure that Broner is pissed off because Broner should have kept Tank for itself. See, that's where it comes from. See, this is what dick riding fucks you up. This is what dick riding goes wrong. Because right now, Tank will be your fighter under AB Promotions. This is what dick riding goes wrong. Right now, Tank will be under AB Promotions, making all that money under your umbrella. But what you gonna do, AB? You want to kiss Floyd's ass so bad that you go give him your bread and butter fighter, and he took him from you. That's why he said thank you. That's why he said, I would have thanked you too. You should have signed Tank. Instead of dick riding and trying to be somebody's homeboy. Somebody at homeboy trying to sit in the spotlight. You should have been minding your motherfucking business and got Tank under your umbrella. And now you'll be doing major shit. I mean, even though you had Robert Easter, what's your homeboy name? Rashid. I can't think of his last name. That's another one of his friends he grew up with. I give Adrian Broner full credit. He went and took some of his friends out the hood, people who he knew from when he was younger, and got them titles. You know, when it comes to Adrian Broner, I have to give him Rashid Warren. Yeah, Rashid Warren. I give him full credit for that. That was some real nigga shit. Bringing somebody from people who you know to stardom, getting them titles. But at the same time, you messed up when you took Tank over there to Floyd Mayweather. You shouldn't have did that. But it can go both ways, because what if Adrian Broner did that to make sure that Tank was pushed to stardom? Maybe Adrian Broner felt that he couldn't push Tank the way that Floyd could. So it could have went both ways. He could have been looking out, and he could have been stupid. In my opinion, he was more stupid than looking out. Because you pushed two of your own friends into titles. So I'm sure you could have pushed Tank to what Tank doing right now, which is really nothing. Because Tank really ain't doing nothing. I'm sure AB Promotions would have did that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure right now, if he was with AB Promotions, we'll be seeing Tevin versus Tank. Thurman versus Broner, good fight, but I feel like Keith could go both ways with that fight. Keith would go, I feel like that's downgrading for Keith Thurman. Even though Keith lost, this is his first loss. I think going to fight Adrian Broner would prove nothing and give him nothing. I think he needs to more focus on the rematch with Manny Pacquiao first. And if he can't get the rematch, then it's a potential fight with Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner gives him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go out there and beat him, it's Adrian Broner on your resume, but it's Adrian Broner on your resume. This is not the same name of Adrian Broner beating Antonio DeMarco. Both can talk trash, but what is Keith gaining out of beating Adrian Broner? Nothing. He ain't gaining nothing. It's just like Kell Brook and Amir Khan. It's just talk. What is he gaining though? If Keith Thurman go beat Adrian Broner, he gets no notoriety. Adrian Broner is just losing consistently. He has no title, nothing. It's good to stay busy, yes. Yes, it's good to stay busy, and it will do numbers. I'm not saying it won't do numbers. I'm just saying, if I'm looking at it from Keith Thurman's point of view, if I'm his manager, if I'm his advisor, what would you get from fighting Adrian Broner? What would you get? You're not getting a title. The only thing you're getting is his name under your belt. And right now, his name is not his name. This is not the Adrian Broner of old. 1 loss, 2 loss Adrian Broner. This is a 4-time back-to-back loss of Adrian Broner and a draw. You know what I'm saying? What are you getting? No. We need to focus on Manny Pacquiao, getting a rematch, and if not Manny Pacquiao, then we need to go at somebody who got a belt. That's how we need to get back in the front line. We need to get healthy and get back in the front line and go fight somebody with a belt. Not no Adrian Broner. What is that? What we gaining? What are we getting? Besides a paycheck? No. I would like to fight if it had to be made. If that's what Keith wanted, if I had to look at it, I'd watch it. But me, if I was Keith Thurman's advisor, his management team, there would be no need. Why? Adrian Broner needs Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman don't need Adrian Broner. What's next for Maurice Hooker is to take a couple of step-up fights to get his confidence back, first of all. And then he needs to work on his foot movement and movement around the ring. That's one thing I can say he needs to work on. And his defense. I mean, Ramirez caught him with a jumping left hook. You know, Ramirez want to caught Amir Khan with that. Yes, Hooker fought pretty good, but evidently Hooker didn't do enough. I think, like I said, his defense was going to be a major factor in this fight. He didn't have a defense over Amir Khan. And look what Ramirez did to Amir Khan. And Amir Khan had more leg movement, move around the ring, and I told y'all, in my opinion, he had more power and better defense than Hooker. But at the same time, Ramirez still defeated Amir Khan. Reeves Prograis has to fight Josh Taylor on October the 10th. When he fights Josh Taylor, then we can see what's going on with that. But if Reeves Prograis defeats Josh Taylor, I don't see Ramirez beating I don't see Ramirez beating Reeves Prograis. And I told you I'm a fan of Reeves Prograis, and I may be biased right now, or may be talking biased right now in your opinion. But eventually, when it comes down to that fight, if he should beat Josh Taylor, I have to break that fight down. And I may have a different opinion, because something I'm learning is that because it's my favorite fighter, I should stop looking towards the advantages of my favorite fighter and just be reasonable. And if I would have known different, if I would have thought better in this fight, not looking at Keith Thurman as one of my favorite fighters, I would have clearly known that Pacquiao would have beat Keith Thurman because of the layoff, the injury to the rib, and the fact that there was no vital testing. Yeah, but you know, I got a little bias because that was my favorite fighter, and I didn't really look at all the facts of the fight. I just wanted to say to support who I liked that they were gonna win. Now I ain't eat no cheese grits today, bro. I gotta go down here and eat in a minute. Actually, I ain't really even ate yet. I just had to do an interview. I had to do a video, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what the title of the video is. I gotta speak on that a little bit before I get off. Even though I got on it earlier, but don't expect this fight to happen. It's just a name call out. It's just to bring more hype to Tank name. It's just to make y'all see who next. And next is gonna be Gamboa, because Gamboa doesn't have the defense of a Tevin Farmer, and probably 9 times out of 10 the confidence of a Tevin Farmer. So you will not be seeing that fight, which I don't understand, which should let you know this is a duck, because why would you go and fight a fighter like Gamboa who doesn't have a belt? They're basically going after Gamboa because of the name he once had. They're going after Gamboa because of the name he once had, because they know Tank has no name on his resume. So, and Gamboa doesn't have the defense of a Tevin Farmer. So that's why they're choosing this fight. But this Easy Work Boxing, man. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to username, go to About. I would truly appreciate whatever it is you could donate, 50 cents, $1. Thank y'all for y'all time. This Easy Work Boxing, I'm signing out.